the reason for you ending your last relationship? And did you check on your partner to see how they was doing mentally after the breakup? Joe.
Yeah, get it, girl.
God damn. God damn.
And did you check on your partner to see
Yeah,
how they was doing mentally after
my
the
last
breakup?
relationship ended.
Who ended it?
I did. He was a great provider, but I didn't feel emotionally heard. I didn't feel like there was a whole emotional aspect of it.
He was a great provider, but you didn't feel emotionally heard. What does that mean?
Yeah, I just felt very alone, very undermined. I felt like my feelings were disregarded.
Did he cheat on you?
No, he didn't.
Was he abusive?
No, he wasn't. But
he provided. What did he provide for you?
Like financially, he was a great provider. I feel like he would have set me up, so to speak. But I just, for some women, I think it's more than money. It's more than finances. It's more than material things. So in that aspect.
But when you say to a man, when a man's a provider, he's not cheating.
Yeah.
When you say like it's, what was you missing? What was it?
Just a lot of my concerns and like feeling like I wasn't a priority. You know, for me, time spent with my partner is a very important thing. I enjoy connection, right? And I just felt like other things were taking more of a priority and I was kind of like left in the back seat.
When you say other things, what are the other things?
Just work. And I guess it comes with the territory, right?
Well, so I was going to say, so you wanted to provide. How do you think a man provides?
Yeah, no, I do get it, but not to the point where, you know, I feel like we're just together for the sake of it. There's no time spent. There's no real like memories being made. It's all just work. Okay. For some women, that's okay.
How many times has a man left you versus you left a man?
My one time.
One time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He went abroad, so yeah.
He didn't really kind of leave you. Just went to abroad.
No, I kind of always knew he was gonna be abroad because of the nature of his job.
But he didn't leave you. He went abroad.
And
that involved leaving you and leaving everybody else, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, but men don't leave you. Men don't leave you.
Boy.
Okay. Princess, what about you?
So, in regards to, what was the questions again? When is the last time? When did you leave? What happened?
No, I said, how many relationships have you ended and what was the reason for ending your last relationship? And did you check on your partner to see how he's doing mentally after the breakup?
Okay, so my last relationship ended due to, I think, a lack of reciprocity.
A lack of what?
Reciprocity. So it wasn't reciprocal. So
I don't know what that means.
Okay, so you know when you give something or you give a certain type of energy and you don't receive it back and it's just one-sided?
I don't know. What does that mean?
Okay, so I was just explaining what reciprocity meant, but in regards to a relationship, so for me, emotional safety is a really big thing. It's a really big deal.
What is emotional safety?
So emotional safety means that regardless of the situation or the circumstance, I can share my sentiments with you. I can be vulnerable and share my feelings with you and know that I'm going to be listened to, understood, heard, and I'm going to feel like you're a safe space. I provide a safe space and I felt like it was very one-sided. He could come to me with anything and everything and literally release and dump everything. And for me, he was so happy that I could provide that space for him, that my needs were kind of put on the back burner or not even recognized. So that becomes quite draining because of my profession. I do that at work and it began to feel like an extension of work. And although I voiced my sentiments at appropriate times.
He wasn't trying to hear it.
I mean, it wasn't like he wasn't trying to hear it. He heard me and he was like, I'm sorry I'm making you feel that way, etc., etc. But I just don't feel like in the space he had the capacity to provide what I needed. But he was wanting to stay in that space with me because he was benefiting.
Okay. What about you? How many relationships have you left? And have you checked on them after you left them?
I kind of left my last relationship. Do I have to say what?
I mean, yeah, you do.
Well, I was in abusive relationship, so I left. I kind of like, it happened that I left.
Yeah.
Did I check on
Yeah, did
him?
you check on
Absolutely no. Absolutely no. And yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. How many times have men left you versus you left the man?
My first relationship, he kind of, well, we left each other because we were, like I explained in the other podcast, we were like really young. And his parents were really in a bad situation, mine too. So we were like at 16.